Hey everybody, welcome to YouTube. This is the C&D Custom Hand channel. Well, it's March 27th here in western South Dakota, so there is no hand going on. We just got rid of our snow here not too long ago, so it'll be June or so before we get started there. As much fog as we've had, it might be later into June, so it's kind of wet out there right now, so hopefully it keeps doing that. We're normally too used to being dry this time of year. So anyway, just a little bit about what we do around. Like I said, we do custom hand in the summertime. In the fall, winter, and kind of the spring months, we do several odd jobs too. But I got a shop here that we rent part of we do mechanic work, or at least I do anyway. So I'll just kind of give you a tour of kind of what we're working on, and you can give you a little description of how everything's going here. Okay, what we got here is we got a New Holland L175. It's got some electrical issues on it. I worked on it this winter, just bypassing stuff because the cab's got to be tilted on it. And for you guys that own New Hollands, you know how that works, but some of you might not. I might make a YouTube video on kind of how goofy it is what you do that, but the cab tilts forward on these. And all the boom and everything goes with it. So you can kind of walk right into this area and work on them once you got them tilted up. But we got to do some valve work in there and electrical work and stuff and blah, blah, blah. But, next here we got a Bobcat 530 with a Kohler gas engine in it. Actually ended up replacing the carburetor on this unit. And the carburetor is an updated unit, so you have to basically relocate the choke as well, because the choke comes on the carburetor on the opposite side, so you can't utilize the original choke rod. Maybe I'll make a video on kind of how I did that. I've got another one actually sitting outside, a twin to it, that I'm pretty sure the same thing's going to happen to. Over here, we got a Mustang 2044. It's got its own problems. It's electrical and hydraulic. The machine actually started on fire. Customer got it put out before it done too much damage, but what we got over here is there's $1,000 worth of wiring harness. That's both main harnesses in it that'll have to be replaced. And these are goofy too, because you got to take the cab completely off. They don't tilt. So, no. Fun. I'm not really a skid steer guy, but I'll take the work whatever comes in. So, and here behind me, we got a good old 4630. What we actually did to this one is we split it, pulled the front pack out of the power shift. Customer was complaining, charge pump was out of it, charge pump was fine. What it ended up being is the drum in between C3 and the PTO, the snap ring come off the PTO piston, wore the groove off of the snap ring, and the PTO piston was leaking by. Well, to replace everything that needed to be replaced in that was going to be well over $4,000 just in parts. So what we ended up doing is we ended up getting parts out of Worthington Ag, and we just put a complete reman unit in that for considerably less, which probably in time and labor didn't turn out to be any less, because they sent me actually one for a 46 or a 4840. So the shaft's different, the input shaft into that pack is different. The 30 series was shorter, 40 series longer. Spline up the same. But anyway, so that's just something, if a guy's doing that, just make sure you're getting for a 30 series. Actually replacing the hydraulic filters on it and things like that. We put a block heater in it. It was shot. Just some odds and ends stuff. I got that hose there, which I think is laying right there. And we got the hose going off of the steering, it goes up in there. See it right there with that hose clamp on it. That's got to be replaced. So we're getting closer to having this one done and out of here. I've got, I believe it's a 4240 coming in. Then it's quad. It won't stay in. Can't remember if it's one of the speeds or one of the ranges it won't stay in. So that one there has got to come apart. I guess I could take you outside and kind of show you some of the other stuff that we got kind of coming in. It's already sitting out here. It's a beautiful day out. The wind went down a little bit, so there's actually my service pickup right now. Just kind of show you everything's dirty, it's rusted out, but it's a good old 78 Ford half ton. Put 16-inch rubber on it. Flatbed was on it when I bought it. Got a road box snap-on there. John Deere compressor. I put a 105 gallon fuel tank on this as well in the summertime. I'm thinking about putting another toolbox on the back on the other side. So it's just kind of, the old girl runs like a top. Starts every time. Here we got a 3020 diesel. It's a late model, so it's a side console. Typical Western South Dakota tractor. Loader on them, the hoods always get beat in on them. This is a true working tractor. Nothing fancy about it. We ended up putting a clutch in that one and doing some odd and end work to that. Right beside it, got another 3020. This is a gas, and it's actually a power shift. This one here is a synchro. This one here is a power shift. So kind of a neat little deal on that. Ended up replacing the carburetor on this tractor. Boy, I didn't realize how bad them tires are getting. Woo! Might want to think about rubber on that old girl. So yeah, ended up getting the carburetor. Runs like a champ. Well, when the battery's charged. Started all winter really good. Warmed up, went to start the other day to move it, because I think I am going to actually have to split that. I don't know, I've got to pull the inspection cover off the clutch. The clutch needs adjusted. I don't think it's out. It just needs, the fingers just need adjusted. I don't know why I've had that on, even that tractor there, the clutch wasn't that bad, but the fingers were out of adjustment. So I don't know if somebody didn't adjust them right when they put the clutches in. I had a 4020 earlier this winter, same thing. So clutch wasn't really out of them, it was just out of adjustment. So, but with a loader tractor, I don't care. I'm putting new clutch in them because I don't want to do it again in 500 hours. So there'd be the twin 530 that we got to do. We got a 424 little International that just needs a tune-up. Well, and here's a 7610, which that's our personal tractor. That's one we've been feeding cows with and whatnot. So that's a good tractor. It didn't look that good when we bought it, but we've done some fixing, and I'll make a video on that sometime, showing kind of what, you know, the interior stuff that we've done. Here we got a 535 John Deere baler. We just got to go through it. You know, it ain't going to take a lot. Just kind of a guy's backup baler, so they don't need a lot on it. But you know, we'll go through that, and I'll probably make a video of kind of some of the stuff that I do on our balers and stuff like that as well. It's kind of a oddity because it does have net wrap on it. So, in Western South Dakota, you've never seen many 535s with net wrap on it. It's kind of only come along in the last 20 years or so. So if you want to see kind of tearing a 535 baler apart, kind of some of the things to do, I'll make a video of that. Here we've got a 4010, no power steering. So I don't know if it's in the front bolster or if it's in the steering motor. I'll have to do some testing on that and get back, and I'll probably make a video on that. You know, I want to try to get into making more videos on how to fix some of this stuff, just to kind of help some people out. You know, there's a lot of videos out on YouTube. You know, Warren with, what is it, Western Truck and Tractor Repair. of Oregon and Washington. I mean, he does an excellent job. A lot of videos. There's Fixing and Fabricating, you know, out of New York State. They do a really good job. But I just kind of want to show everybody what we kind of do around here. You know, One Lonely Farmer, he does a lot of good stuff. So, and I want to just kind of show you, they're just seeing a lot of videos out there of how we hay in western South Dakota. It's completely different than a lot of parts of the country. To be honest with you, I worked for John Deere for 9 years. I guess a little background. I worked for John Deere for 9 years as mechanic and sales. Let's say the dog again. I'd say it's. Yeah, she's just turned 7 months old. Anyway, but prior to that, I worked for 2 different Case IH dealers for close to 15 years. So I know a lot about the Case IH stuff. Went to several schools on the Maximums, Magnums, and things like that. And now I'm kind of primarily just working on John Deere stuff. So what we run for equipment, you've seen the 7610 out front. That's our baling tractor. That's our main baling tractor. We got a 4440 that was really rough when we got it. Power shift. It's an 80 model. Went completely through it. Well, I should say completely because it's got close to 11,000 hours on it. Engine runs like a top. Power shift's got a little bit of an issue that I think is probably going to have the cab pulled on it. And then we're probably just going to end up going through it. You know, but we've just had 2 really, I guess, shitty years for haying in our area. You don't have to go that very far, and they've had really good years. You know, really good hay season last year. So hopefully this year we've got quite a bit of ground lined up. But anyway, and then we got an A400 John Deere swather. So that's kind of what and we've got a set of Rouse 18-wheel wheel rakes. So I'll make a video definitely when we're getting that stuff together and going through it and things we've got to do. Because I know we got a gearbox that's got to come off the swather and whatnot, and things like that too. But I guess just kind of a little video to get started making more videos. Right? You know, I'd like to turn out, you know, 1 a week or so here for a while, and just kind of depends on who I get for company all the time. Because my shop kind of is the main hubbub for traffic around here. We're in the little town of Quinn, South Dakota, so there's not a lot of action going on. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, I plan on making more videos of kind of how-tos and repairs and things like that, and the stuff that I know how to do and shortcuts, and can help anybody out there. So, and like I say, once we get into haying, we'll just kind of show how we do that. And you know, and there's you know, and how even some of the other people around us do it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, rate, give me a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't, and subscribe, and I suppose click that little bell if you want to get notified when we got a new video coming out. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.